Right. The curse of obsession. I know that's probably a topic that's covered quite widely on YouTube, and rightly so. It's a fairly common topic, because you get a lot of real role models and stuff will have this idea where they were like so obsessed with their goal and they didn't stop at anything to get to that. Pardon me. And like, I think Michael Jordan's documentary, The Last Dance, and I watched that. It's like he's just so obsessed with the goal, and that stuff's really inspirational. Like I'm not trying to knock that at all. I really like watching that sort of things. But I think they maybe perceived that he had less of a balanced life than maybe he did. Like I reckon, this is mostly speculation, but I think he was still going out enjoying himself every once in a while and stuff. Like he played a lot of golf and stuff, and he wind down and stuff. I think having this sort of obsession to be better can be very, very toxic, to be honest. Like you need to realise that you can't be on it 100% of the time. You need to have time where you're doing things that are completely unrelated to your goals, where you're just enjoying life here, you're being present, you're with your friends, like doing stuff that's is the balance of pleasure and hard work. So pleasure being things like watching TV, Netflix, going out, drinking and stuff. For me, like going camping, all of the like things that are just fun. They're not very hard. Like they're not the sort of work that you have to put in to get the rewards. Instant gratification, we'll call it like that. Instant gratification, things that you don't need to put a lot of work in to get pleasure from. Now, those things are important in life, but you cannot be driven by them. As a tweet that I put out once, I'll put it up on the screen, but I think it was something along the lines of be in society, live in society, but do not let what controls society control you. And I think that's very important in terms of indulging in these sort of pleasures. Apologies for that, my voice break. And that all kind of ties into a sort of a lesson that I've learned, which is more about the obsession. So not to be completely obsessed all the time, because I struggle sometimes to stop myself and be sensible when I'm doing something. So I've had an opportunity to train in a different environment, in a pro environment, for the last 4 weeks or so, and I've been struggling the whole time with like a load issue in my ankle, which is basically I run on it. I can't run properly, I can't run at my full speed, and I can't change directions very well, but I'm got it like strapped together with tape and stuff, and I'm trying to get myself through these sessions because it's an opportunity for me to promote myself and potentially get a contract or some sort of benefit like that from on the other end of it. And I've been waiting almost 2 years for an opportunity like this to come along again. I've not been in an environment like that for so long. So I was caught between the minds of, okay, I need to get my ankle ready for the season, which starts about a month from now. And then I've also got like, oh, but this is an opportunity I might not get again. And I think taking a step back from my obsession of wanting to get better, if I look at it logically, if I don't, like the season starts in a month, if I can't play in the season and play well, there's going to be even less chance to get a contract than just training okay with the pro team or something. You know what I mean? Like it's about having the humility to step back from the situation, which I was kind of forced because I just genuinely feel like I just couldn't run, and I was starting to go too far. I was starting to take the piss with it. And I had to take a step. Look, I'm just making it worse and worse every single time I go out and run. I'll come back, it'll get better, and then I'll go out and run on it again without. So it's kind of going to like 80%, dropping it down to like 30%, and I'm going back up to 75%, dropping it back down to 30%, and going up to 70%. So it's like gradually getting worse every time that I go back to run. So it's about like having the humility and the self-awareness to step back, look at it logically. What's the best way to get a contract? To be a good rugby player? How do you need to be a good rugby player? Play really well in games. You can train as well as you like, but you know, if you're in sports environments and stuff, people train different to how they play. Some people will train really well and then be soft as shit when they play. Some people will be soft as shit in training, then they're hardest on the park when they go to play rugby. So, or any sport, but rugby specifically for myself. So I need to play well in order to persuade them that I deserve a contract. So I need to sacrifice probably a week. I've got one more week left with them. This is an off week at the moment. I might have to sacrifice that week to get my body in the right position to be able to play well for the season and to build, because I don't want to go into the season and just play the same as I did last year, because to be honest, last year I played well. You'll have seen my highlights reel, put it up on the thingy here, but I was never really in full fitness because I had 4 weeks of pre-season off the back of a hamstring injury. So I know that the level I can get to in this season is completely different to what I was at last season, and to not be able to do that because I'm neglecting quite an obvious issue with my ankles, to be honest, that's quite embarrassing from it, because I pride myself in taking attention with these mental skill and thinking and logic and stuff. So I had to catch myself there, bring it back to what I'm trying to do, what's the best way to do it. So what I'm trying to do, get a professional rugby contract, best way to do it, be a really good rugby player and play well. I think I've done what I can in the pro environment in terms of the non-rugby stuff to show that I think professionally and I act professionally. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your rugby playing ability. So yeah, I just got to play rugby. That's it for this video. If you've watched this far, please make sure you subscribe for more videos every week. Like the video, comment. I want to hear some thoughts and stuff. So other than that, I'll see you next week.